Fielding the question today, should you time your rest periods? Well, rest periods are like any other variable in your workouts. They're just like load or resistance, technique, range of motion, repetitions, sets. It's another variable that you can modify and change the difficulty of your workouts. Simply put is this, especially if you're building muscle, fatigue is, as I understand it at this point anyway, a big part of this whole muscle building process. So if you rest longer in between your sets, you're gonna have a fresher set of muscles when you do the exercise. So naturally you're going to be able to do more repetitions. So instead of thinking how long should rest periods be, should I timer everything? First things first, like with everything with fitness, get consistent about your habits before worrying about the details. Hey, don't worry, should you rest for a minute or 30 seconds or anything? Just get a consistent rest period in between your sets. Then it's a variable that you can modify and quantify the amount of impact it's going to have. One of the things I like to do, because I don't like stopwatches and always hitting buttons and stuff, is I use a technique I call self-timing, where I'll do a set and then I will walk to a destination like the water fountain, or if I'm out on the playground, I'll do this a lot, where I'll go to this big oak tree or once around the playground and then walk back. And the rule is the second I get back to my little pull-up station or whatever, you immediately start on the set. The self-timing gives you a consistent amount of time, but if you're really tired, you can slow it down a little, or if you're really jonesing, you can speed it up, but you're gonna be aware of it. But it saves you from having to hit stopwatches and buttons and flipping open apps on your cell phone and things like that. So that's my way of doing things. But first rule, get consistent with your rest periods, because if you're looking in your log and it's like, first set of 10, second set of 12, and then you have a really long rest period because you get distracted or you're flipping around on Facebook and you get 15, well, are you really stronger or did you just rest more? So it is definitely a variable you want to account for. Get it consistent and then play around with it. Make it a little bit shorter and you're going to fatigue the muscles to a greater degree and maybe build some more muscle. Let me know your questions below. Be fit, live free.